Snowboardprocamp live chat, live here in Hakuba, Japan. Today we're snowboarding at Sagaike Snowboard Resort here in Hakuba Valley. TJ and Bo are with us. We're gonna take you guys along on, just kind of a run here. So we're about to get onto the gondola. We're gonna go up to the top of the mountain. Ride, come hang out with us. Also, if you guys have any questions, just hit us up in the stream and we'll do our best to answer as many questions as we can. I see everyone's tuning in. What's up, guys? Here comes TJ. This is a super chat as well, guys. So if you guys have a question that you need, that you need answered, just hit that super chat. TJ's here. What's up, TJ?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a good day out there.
Yeah,
it's nice and sunny out here today at Sagaike.
Yeah, we're doing this live stream a bit late because in Japan it's only, what time is it? It's noon in Japan. So we're just gonna cruise over to the gondola now, see everyone in. Hey, what's up, David Jones? What's up, Matt?
I think we gotta go in right here.
Those guys are crushing us.
David Jones and Matt, what's up, boys? Been watching the videos. Those two boards you guys made are crazy.
Yeah. SJ Gurung says dope goggles. Yeah, these are the new Sandbox goggles. Check them out, sandboxland.com. Heading into the gondola station. Dawson Scully says go to Lake Louise. We'll definitely go to Lake Louise at some point. New scientist, snowboard to thanks. Progress at your own pace. Like if you can, find some that are at your own pace, or let them go do their thing and just practice your skills. Sorry guys, it might get a little bit loud in here. It's good, guys. You slip that on for me? Say Justin Vizey, how is Japan? It's dumping in Mammoth right now.
I saw Mammoth got 4 feet, man. That's crazy. Jealous of you guys.
Yeah, Mammoth has been getting lots of snow. Oh, somebody's saying lag.
We're inside. We'll be better.
Check this out. Just about to get on. Okay, we're about to get on the gondola. Oh, maybe not. Here comes one. Hey, what's up, the Incredible Gamer?
The Incredible
Gamer. Brandon says, it looks nice and warm. Yes, it's warm today. Super warm, spring conditions. All right, we're hopping on. Here we go. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, should be better sound now. Woo! Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Here in Japan, just got on the gondola. Logan Makes Music says he's going snowboarding on Sunday, very sick. Alex Flynn, what do you think of rear entry bindings such as Flow or GNU? I think rear entries are convenient, but they can be difficult in certain situations like powder, get a lot of snow stuck in there, so it's hard to get your foot in.
Yeah, it's really steep terrain as well, but
yeah, if you're on a steep slope, it can be hard to get your foot in if you have to roll over onto your toes. And somebody says, aren't you visiting Hokkaido too? Not this trip, but there's so much to do here in Japan, so maybe next time.
Yeah, there's definitely some more spots on the list. I'd like to come back to Hakuba though, but a little earlier in the season. Just the mountains here are sick. They're big.
All right. And Lucky Legend, I have never been to the snow before. What advice do you have on boards? I say for a beginner board, you want to get something that's inexpensive. So look at those inexpensive boards, around maybe under 400 American. And that way, if you bang it up, it's no problem.
Yeah, maybe you look at something rocker dominant as well. One of my favorites is the Arbor Formula.
And Kyle Campbell, shout out. And all right. And Venom Gaming, how's the new board holding up, Kevin? Yeah, so I got 2 new boards. I got the this guy right here. It's the Nitro Pow, part of the Quiver series, and yeah, it's great, amazing in trees, keeps me floating on top of the snow. Also got the Battalion Global Warming, had a couple park days on that, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great to press, great all around, really great all around park board.
Yeah.
And Gavin Pendergast says, I'm going to Mammoth on Friday. Oh, sick.
Awesome, man. Hopefully there's some good snow for you still. Hopefully it doesn't get too heavy in the meantime.
And Missy Eloise, have you ever been snowboarding in Australia? Never been surfing in Australia, but we are going to try to go to Australia in August to Perisher.
I've never been at all, so I'm super excited to go check it out.
And Cole Redder, first time in the chat. What's up, Cole? And so Nick NFS says, what is the blue bag?
This thing right here?
Yeah, so these little like sleeves you gotta put over top of your board, I think probably so they don't scratch up the gondola too much.
Yeah, don't scratch up the windows and the ceiling and the gondola. It's pretty small in here compared to the gondolas at like Whistler and Colorado.
Yeah, they're pretty tiny. Even these, like, we got a really short POW board, so I can't imagine having just like a regular
if you have like a
board.
Like a 160.
And Kevin LePage, never Summer Prototype 2 or LibTech TRS?
Ooh, I've never ridden the TRS. I'm gonna get on it here in probably a couple of weeks, but I think the Prototype 2 is super fun. So I'd highly recommend that one, but can't speak on the TRS yet.
And Saud Al Saif with the super chat. Do you have any tips for 540 corks? TJ, you got any 540 cork tips?
I'm not that great at corking out spins. It's something I'd like to work on this year. I'd say definitely practice on a trampoline first if you can. It's all about dipping the shoulder depending on which direction you want to cork it. So I imagine you'll probably learn back 5 corks first. But yeah, I would say practice on a trampoline if you can. That would be the biggest help.
And David S. Jones with the super chat. Thanks, David. And he says, Japan looks sick. Jealous as. Catch it and Whis. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, when you get to Whistler, let us know. It'd be great to ride, do some filming together.
Sick, David. Good to see you here, man.
Snowboard Obsession with the super chat. New snowboarder learning on K2 on the East Coast. What magnet traction as I move up to my next board? Any thoughts on best one for me? Freeride Focus. Yeah, Freeride Focus board. You can check out the T-Rise Pro. It's a great magnet traction board. Yeah, that magnet traction helps for really firm snow. And yeah, it's a rocker board, but I felt like when I ride it, even when I'm carving and things, it just really is, it's a bit stiffer, so it's still got lots of pop in it, even though it's rocker.
Yeah, maybe as a directional option, you could check out the GNU Hyper Kjarv. That one's pretty rad as well.
Nice. All right, what happened? Sorry, guys. I'm missing a button. Oh, there it is. You want to turn this way? Let's turn around. We'll give you guys a different view. I don't know if you guys can see better this way. No, not really. There's some. Oh. All right. So, a million pop off with the super chat. How's the transition from magnet traction to 3BT? Yeah, so the magnet 3BT, it feels a bit looser, feels a little bit I don't know, like the board's I don't want to say playful, but yeah, the board's a bit more playful, just kind of like quick, going back and forth, edge to edge. Yeah, it just seems like a very smooth, responsive, sort of playful board. So it's not as, when you have the magnet traction, you kind of feel it, or the grip tech on the Arbor, you kind of feel it gripping the snow a bit, where you don't have that feeling with the Battalion. So I think for spring riding, it's gonna be a better board, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I think, with 3VT, a couple of the biggest standouts for me is, oh man, that was a rough one.
Really quick transition edge to edge. It kind of feels like you're rolling, and then it's super catch free as well, which is awesome, especially in like slushy snow like we're gonna have this summer.
I saw a question back there from Tyler James. Hey, are there any powder boards you recommend for a beginner on powder? Yeah, I don't know. They're all so good. Like, they all do the job. If you're a beginner on powder, it's like, it's just about getting your speed up. And I don't know. Any of the powder boards are great. I feel like the K2 Cool Bean, that's like a cheaper one on the more cheaper side of the scale, so you can check that one out.
Yeah, and I think, if you are a beginner, unless you want just like that pure powder board, maybe check out the board that came to my mind was actually a K2 as well, the K2 ray gun. I'd look for something with a setback stance to help you float in the POW, but the ray gun still got a little bit of a tail to it, so it's a little more versatile than something super pure powder like the Cool Bean.
And Mariano Silvestro says, TJ's goggles look sweet, man. What are they? And says, Kevin, you got something in your teeth.
Oh, man.
Can I see?
I think you got it. I think you're good.
All right, I'm good.
Thanks for the heads up, though.
Thanks, man.
These are the Oakley Flight Decks. Currently my favorite goggles. Love them. Got a couple pairs. Got one with the low light lens, and then these are my highlight lenses. And yeah, they've been awesome. Super comfortable. Probably my favorite goggle lens that I've tried. The Oakley Prism is dope.
Oh, he's playing a prank on me, so he got you.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I got I'm riding the Sandbox goggles. Got a couple new pairs of Sandbox goggles. They're pretty dope as well. Reagan Chester, keep up the vids. Japan looks so cool. What goggles are you using, Kevin? Yeah, they're the new Sandbox goggles. You can check them out on their website, sandboxland.com. And Lissandro says, what's up, Kevin and TJ? Hey, what's up, Lissandro?
Word up from the bottom of Sugaike.
Nice. What's up, Paul?
Hope you're having a... Oh, Paul. What's up,
Paul. Hey, Paul. What's up, man? Our buddy Paul's on the live stream.
Hope everything's going good down there. Getting some customers in the door.
And Mike Froman with the super chat. Just a start from replenishing the airline ticket fund. Cheers. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
No flights planned yet, but I'm sure there's gonna be one coming up.
Colorado.
Reagan Chester, cheers. Paul O with the super chat. Hope you're enjoying Japan. Cheers. Yeah, definitely. It's been incredible. I feel like probably had some of the best runs of the entire season here. Even though the snow hasn't been great, the snow's been good, but we haven't had those like big dumps of snow that they typically get in Japan. But still had some of the best alpine runs of my whole life. We just did a tree run that we're going back to. That was probably in the top like 3 tree runs of the whole season.
Yeah, it was pretty rad. Nice shaded kind of gully with lots of little drops going through there, and we got the first tracks. So some of the softest snow we found on the trip. It was awesome. Hopefully there's still some good snow in there when we get back.
And Chris Henrik, what's up, Chris? Chris, he helped out with the Snowboardprocamp website.
Awesome.
Did an amazing job. And Chris says, sup Kevin and TJ, how are you finding those blue cylindrical Sandbox goggles? They look dope. Yeah, the blue ones, those are the ones I've been wearing in some of the earlier videos. And yeah, I've been loving them. It's kind of, I think that's like the low light lens, the blue one. And it's helped to brighten things up. And my whole philosophy with goggles is that if you don't notice that you're wearing them, then they're good goggles, and I really haven't been thinking about them much. They've just been keeping everything clear for me. They haven't fogged. Awesome. And yeah, I think they look pretty cool too. So yeah, I was really liking them.
Yeah, I gotta wear some cylindrical goggles again soon. I've been sticking to these flight decks for the last like month.
Yeah.
I gotta throw the NFXs back on or something.
Yeah, no, but they've been great. And so McSlacker124, are you worried about practicing with your snowboard on a trampoline and ripping it? Yeah, I guess that's possible. You can check out like you can get like a tramp board. I know Snowboard Addiction has like tramp boards that have like soft edges, so you can check those out. I would be worried with my snowboard on a trampoline.
I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, that sounds super sketchy.
All right.
Bo's on the live stream.
Bo's on the live stream?
Yeah, scroll up just a little bit more.
All right, Bo, where's Bo?
Wait for me.
Yeah, we're running with our friend Bo Pollard as well. and he went down to the bottom to drop off a couple bags, but he's gonna meet us at the top.
Yeah, it's so hot. He dropped off our jackets for us so we could be a little more comfortable out there. Been doing some traversing and a little bit of hiking, so.
And Logan Makes Music says, I made a second channel where I'm soon going to make snowboarding videos. Any advice? Really great question. So my advice for making snowboarding videos is first get a camera that you'll use that's very convenient to use. Like, you know, like sometimes we're filming with the iPhone or filming with the GoPro, whichever GoPro you get is a good one. Yeah, just got the GoPros. And also like make content with like things that you're really excited about. So if you go up snowboarding, whatever is kind of like interesting to you, that's what you should make a video about. Because then it'll just come through. Like that's our whole thing with this channel, is making content that we're just on the day really excited to make, whether it's a tutorial or a powder video. And yeah, that's just, you know, it's fun, and I feel like it comes across more authentic because we're just really doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, make sure you're having fun with it. You know, if it's going to be something you're going to do long term, you know, you got to be enjoying what you're doing. So that's huge.
And Thai USA Winter Sports, hey, what's up, guys? Awesome meeting you guys in Mammoth. And drink some Asahi beer for me. All right, we'll do for
man.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one last night, and one was too many.
It was pretty tasty, though.
It was, yeah. Justin Visey with the super chat. Thanks, Justin. Kev, any recs on jackets for a fellow 6'3" rider? Yeah, for sure. So definitely some of the Dakine jackets I feel like are built to be for sort of tall, skinny guys. So I'm riding the Dakine Vapor. And my last jacket too, the Volcom, what's it called? It was a Volcom jacket, can't remember the name. But yeah, it was good as well. Yeah, you gotta find that like tall look, so like tall, skinny.
Coming up to the top of the gondola, guys.
Yeah, we're almost at the top, so we're gonna pop out of the gondola, and then we're gonna hang out at the top, wait for Bo, talk to you guys more, answer all your questions. And Elijah says, how's the Nitro Quiver? It's amazing. So the POW board, it's definitely the best tree board I've ever ridden. So I'm super happy with the choice. All right, we're gonna hop out. Woo, sorry about the nose, guys. We'll get back to you guys in 1 second here. We're at the top of Sagaike. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna stay on here for quite a while, guys, answering your questions. Let us know if you guys have any questions about Japan, about snowboarding, about boards. Ooh, I might have to put my goggles back on. It's really sunny out here. Wow. Woo. Yeah, let us know if you guys have any questions. This is our last day snowboarding in Japan. We're heading to Tokyo later today. And yeah, it's just like a beautiful day up here, guys. Seems like a good spot. All right, so Jere Senyo, please do a beginner tutorial. I'm going snowboarding for the first time Friday, and I'd like some tips. I'm snowboarding in Japan. Oh, very cool. So I would say, first off, like just check out the beginner snowboard playlist. There are like tons and tons of videos on there to help you as a beginner. So yeah, just look up the beginner snowboard playlist. I think there's like 40 videos on there to help you as a beginner, so definitely check those out.
Oh man, how can you read those comments, Kevin?
Yeah, it's tough to read with these goggles on. Asvaldo, what's your helmet size? I got a big head. Wondering if the sandbox helmet size is large will fit me. Yeah, so we actually both have large sandbox helmets.
Yep.
And we both have to take the padding out.
Yeah.
And I think that I think our heads are pretty large. Chris Ayers, he also has a big head. He was riding the sandbox helmet. But you definitely got to do some customization. So either take out some of the extra padding that it comes with, or wear like a thin beanie, which is what I do as well. Try to wear a thin beanie underneath.
Yeah, if it helps at all, my hat size is a 7.5. And then I wear the sandbox large with all the padding taken out, and I wear my beanie and goggles under it. And that fits pretty well.
Nice. Sorry, I was moving around here.
That's all good.
All right. And Lockheed Legend, what boots do you guys recommend? So right now we're both wearing 32 boots.
Yep.
The reason that I like 32 is just because they've been consistently comfortable for me. And yeah, I think that's the best way to go. Just find a pair that are comfortable. And yeah, I've worn the 32 lashed, the 32 Team 2, and the 32 Team 3. And yeah, they all are very comfortable. I think the most comfortable pair were the lashed. They're also the softest though.
Yeah, I've been liking the TM3s a lot. You know, first year out for those guys. I still have my TM2, so I'm gonna kind of try to compare those back home. But yeah, 32 has been really good for me as well.
And we got a super chat from Joe Kanata. Thanks, Joe. I've been watching your videos for a while and just started snowboarding and just picked up a new board. Any tips to ride switch? I grabbed a twin board. Nice, yeah, good job. So yeah, for riding switch, you need that twin shape so that you can go in either direction, so that's good. Definitely check out, there's a few videos on the channel to help you ride switch, but I'd say the main one is to just go back to the beginner slope and take it one turn at a time. And you already have the skill to do the heel slide and the toe slide. It's just a matter of building the confidence to get that new front foot going straight for 1 second. Any tips, TJ, on that one?
Yeah, I mean, riding switch, you know, I think the biggest thing is just getting out there and getting the time in. Definitely, you know, start back at the basics like Kevin said, but, you know, the more time that you spend going switch, the more comfortable you'll be with it. You'll be definitely awkward at first, and then before you know it, you'll feel great.
Yeah, and then switch just opens up so many tricks, and yeah, it can be important just on like steep terrain to be able to put it into switch when you need to.
Yep. And
Isaac Lissoff, I just came back from Japan a week ago. I was up at Niseko and it was fantastic. What's been your favorite thing in Japan so far?
Ooh.
Cool, yeah, good question.
Well, that's sick. I hope you had a good time in Niseko, man. I know they've been getting some good snow this year.
Yeah.
Man,
so beside the snowboarding or with the snowboarding?
Oh man, I mean, is it you have like a favorite zone so far?
I think that one of my favorite things was on that last run. There was just like trees with like lots of big pillows. I feel like that style of terrain is really interesting to me because it's something that we don't have here in Whistler, is to have those like wide open trees and like big pillow drops. So yeah. that's pretty what I'm pretty excited about.
That was huge for sure. And I think for me, outside of the snowboarding, we've had a lot of versatile riding this trip. The onsen at the place we're staying has been pretty awesome, and then that sushi in the sushi and snowboarding video.
Yeah,
I think that was my favorite meal of the trip so far. That was so good.
Yeah, that sushi was my favorite too. Definitely my favorite food of the trip. For anyone that watched that video, sorry that I didn't do it right. I've been working on my sushi technique though.
Yeah, I think that call out has had the most comments on that video.
Yeah.
People starting a conversation about eating sushi.
I think we need to grab the charger.
Here,
TJ,
I'll grab it. Yeah.
Thanks, man. TJ's just gonna grab the charger for the phone really quick. It's pretty warm out here, but it's still cold enough to drain the phone quickly. And Reagan Chester, do you go in the pipe ever? So the half pipe, yeah, but it's difficult to find half pipes a lot of times. Like in Whistler, the half pipe seems to always be under construction. Here in Japan, we haven't come across a half pipe. We probably haven't been going to the right mountain. But when there is a half pipe, love going in there. At High Cascade in Mount Hood in the summertime, they've got 3 half pipes. And so that's something you can check out. If you guys are interested, just check High Cascade Session 1, June 17th to 25th, around there. So if you guys are down for some summer snowboarding, come on out to Mount Hood in Oregon, USA, and yeah, come check out the High Cascade Snowboardprocamp. We're gonna be there. Session 1, number 1. And Nancy Lau, with the super chat. Thanks, Nancy. TJ's just plugging in the charger for me. Thanks, TJ. Sick, man.
Be right back.
Awesome, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you guys can, give this video a like, and yeah, let's see if we can get up to 200 likes. And Logan Makes Music says, I'm trying to learn 180s. Any tips? Yeah, I'd say the biggest tip for 180s is being able to ride switch really well. That way you're really confident with the landing. So that's probably the first step. The other thing, you want to be able to carve so that you can make like a solid platform with your snowboard to get that 180 around. So come into it either on your toe edge or on your heels. You want to get a nice pop straight up into the air. Popping straight up is really important. If you get a straight up pop, then you'll land straight down. And then the final thing is, you know, think about which way you need to wind up and rotate your body to get that 180 around. Once you kind of get confident with it, you don't need to wind up so much. But yeah, a little bit of winding up with your upper body, your shoulders, and then rotating it really helps. But yeah, if you want a full video on it, just check out the snowboard trick playlist. I think there's like 70 trick videos on there to help you guys learn all kinds of.
Yeah, I think there's definitely quite a few focused on 180s in particular as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, my 2 cents, I think the biggest thing is lead with your head and shoulders, and your lower body will just follow right around. Get that 180 around.
And Yoni F with the super chat. Thanks, Yoni. Recommend lessons for park or grind it out yourself. Definitely, I think if you can afford it, yeah, it's great to go for a lesson. We've been meeting lots of great instructors here in Japan. We're staying with some guys that are training instructors, and yeah, I met some really cool guys that coach and teach here. So yeah, if you can go for a lesson, that's just gonna, yeah, take it to the next level. Have somebody with you that you can watch you snowboard and give you feedback. I think that's super, super important.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can definitely, you know, figure it out yourself if you're okay with falling. But I mean, you'll probably fall a little bit either way. That's just kind of part of it. But you can save yourself some hassle by having someone help to give you some tips and not have to learn everything the hard way.
And all right, so George Shell wants tips for board slides. Any tips for board slides, TJ?
Oh, tips for board slides. I guess a couple of things definitely. If you're gonna try it, fully commit. Once you're sending it onto the rail, you gotta stay committed to the trick. If you try to bail last minute, it'll probably wind up worse than if you do commit. And try to keep your balance centered over the rail too, so you're not leaning too far forward. And the most common thing I think is leaning too far back and slipping out on your heels. So just keeping that board flat base, balanced over the middle of the snowboard, and yeah, make sure you have backside or front side shifties as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, practice your shifties in the air. You can also like ride onto if you're doing them on a box, ride onto the box 50-50 first, and then just practice twisting your board sideways. So as you kind of like, each time you do it, you can twist it a little bit more until you're hopping straight onto the box and twisting it out. Did you say that already?
Sorry, I was reading comments.
Okay, no problem. Awesome. So Asher says, Mammoth is my local home resort. What did you guys think of the mountain?
It was fun, man. Yeah, I think I wish we were there now with 4 feet of fresh snow, but we definitely had a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, being stuck in Japan is not too bad.
I think that was the first like really cool untouched tree run follow cam that we did this year, so that was pretty rad.
That was, yeah. That was like the highlight of Mammoth. Yeah, I loved Mammoth. I'd say like the good parts were, I think the terrain park was awesome. Some really cool alpine that not a lot of it open, so we didn't get tons of time to explore. But one downside, I found it was like very confusing with the lifts. There's so many lifts going everywhere. I think I just need more time to like figure out all those crazy lifts up there.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was great meeting lots of people in Mammoth as well. I felt like we met a lot of subscribers to the channel. Kim Jason E with the super chat. Thanks, Kim. TJ, how have you liked the Solomon 6-stick?
Awesome, thanks, Kim. Yeah, actually, I have the board right here.
Oh, he's got it.
Give you guys a sneak peek. So this is actually the 2018-19 Solomon 6-stick. It's a little bit of a preview here for you. It's a beautiful looking snowboard. And I like it a lot, honestly. Got some Got some park days on it here at Sagaike. Today's the first day I've been riding soft snow, and it's been doing really well. You know, it's a tapered twin, so that does help a little bit in the powder, but I'm still having to keep my weight a little bit towards the tail, especially on drops and stuff today. But yeah,
Nice.
it's buttery, it's fun, it rides good switch. Yeah, it's a good kind of option if you want to ride park and POW.
Nice. Yeah, TJ's been doing great on that thing with the powder, taking it into the park.
I've been liking it.
And it looks, yeah, the look of that board is like, look at that thing. It's so nice.
Yeah. Got that wood top sheet. Looks like there's some wood in the sidewalls too.
Yeah, wood top sheet.
It's nice. View coming on it soon.
And Shelby Kaiser says tips for connecting turns more smoothly. Yeah, I think the one thing to help make turns more smooth, first people try to like turn too quickly, which can kind of get you twisted up. So just make the turns a little bit bigger. I feel like that'll definitely help to make your turns more smooth. And especially on the toe turn, because people want to get that toe turn around really quick. So think about controlling your speed, slowing yourself right down, then like let yourself slowly go into a turn, and that'll smooth it out.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're trying to link turn smoothly, just get a quick transition from that heel to toe or toe to heel, I think that makes it look a lot smoother as well.
Yeah. So Liam Campbell says, at Whistler, how long does it take to get from peak to base? Kind of depends, but I would say for myself, if I was trying to hurry, it would probably take me 20 minutes. 25 minutes if I was going fast.
Kevin's the man for that one. I don't know. I have no idea.
Regular pace, you're probably looking at like 40 minutes, I think.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big mountain out there for sure.
Nancy Lau with the super chat. Thanks, Nancy. Jones Flagship or K2 Wildheart?
Ooh, Nancy, good choices. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, both awesome boards that I highly recommend. They're quite different though. So the Flagship I kind of view as like the no speed limit charging kind of snowboard. It's got the spooned out nose and tail, which is nice as well. It's significantly stiffer than the K2 Wildheart. So if you're looking for something a little bit more buttery, but still gonna kind of have similar performance in powder versus the Flagship, that's a good way to go. Another standout on the Wildheart is that it's naturally wide. So it's really fun for carving and laying over kind of aggressive laid out turns. Whereas I feel like the Flagship is more of like a high speed bomber that's also really, really good in the powder. So
Nice.
hope that helps you out, but both great choices.
And Cole Redder says, hey, any smaller face goggles to recommend? Yeah, so the Oakley flight decks come in, is it called the XMs?
I think so.
Yeah, so they're like the smaller version of the flight deck.
Yeah.
I'd recommend those.
Yeah, and then I also like the Dragon X1, or the X2 actually. The X2 is a little bit smaller than the X1, and it's spherical as well. Or the NFX2 from Dragon is it's not too big as well.
All right, and we got some more super chats here. One from Alex. Thanks, Alex. What do you think of the DC Super Natant board? Devin Walsh's board.
Oh man, I'm not familiar with that one, man. I haven't ridden a DC board in like 6 years. Honestly, since the year that they started making boards, I haven't ridden a DC. So hopefully I'll get on some more this spring. But unfortunately, I can't speak on it, man. I don't even know the specs.
Yeah, Devin Walsh is a sick rider. I'm sure he's made a pretty good board, but I haven't had a chance to see that board either. Nancy Lau, got that one already.
That one.
And Claudia Kowalawaska with the super chat. Thanks, Claudia. I hope I said your name right. What would be a good beginner park board? I'm actually on a 2012 Burton Feather, which is a directional powder, and I want to try park next season.
Oh man,
The women's park boards?
I would want to throw you on a Battalion just because you got that mix of camber and 3BT, which I think is awesome for park. The push-up comes to mind.
What about the Burton Feel Good? That's you can ride that in the park, right?
Yeah, for sure. That one's a little bit stiffer, but
Jill,
yeah, you could definitely ride it in the park.
Yeah, my girlfriend Jill was riding the Burton Feel Good. She was getting some presses on it because of that like flying V shape. She loved it. She thought it was like, she didn't think it was like stiff, or yeah, she thought it was pretty soft.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, she was killing it. She got some ollies on it that day.
Yeah, the flying V I think definitely helps too.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're trying to do like presses and stuff.
Heard some good things about.
Oh my God.
Heard some good things about Burton boards. Oh, here comes Bo. All right, cool.
Bo's on FaceTime.
Bo's talking to his parents, so he'll pop into the
He'll be back.
live stream in a second here. And so Matthew Pontifex with the super chat. Scared to do anything else besides carving? How do I advance? I start doing tricks. Also, can I wait for y'all to be back in Colorado? I live in Vail. Oh, sick, Matthew.
Nice.
Yeah, I would start just like getting into ollies. So ollies, side hits, try and switch. All those things will start to like open up tricks for you.
Butters as well is a good way because you know you can do that just on snow. You don't have to worry about falling on a feature or anything. Get some of those skills down and then take it to some boxes and little rollers and stuff.
All right, guys, Bo's here. What's up, Bo?
What's up, guys?
Nice, nice, man. Well, let's get some. If you guys have any questions for Bo, hit us up as well. All right, here's a good one. Alex Kastner, tips for turning on steeper runs. Bo, you got some tips for turning on the steep runs? Oh, Bo used to be an instructor as well, so he knows his stuff.
So just think about the way your weight is transferred from, normally you want to be a little bit more on your front foot, but when you're on a steeper run, your weight's going to be back just a little bit more. And think about your axis, right? Because the slope is going down, but you want your axis to be going up and down. And as you shift that axis forward, you're going to go faster. But doing turns, I like to put a little bit more weight on my back foot, and that way I can maneuver a little bit better. As you can tell with our shorter PAL boards, it makes it a lot easier on those steep runs with the shorter tail. So if you're riding a board with like a setback or with a shorter tail, it makes things a lot easier too.
Nice, yeah, those are perfect. Yeah, get that weight a bit more forward. When I think on those steeper runs too is like really engaging my core so that everything's like turning together. Got any tips for steep runs?
I think you guys covered it.
All right, cool. Winston Liu, can you share the cons and pros of Solomon quick lace system? Are you guys familiar with that, Solomon quick lace?
I know it a little bit. I would say don't be intimidated by it. It kind of looks like there's a lot going on just because there's an inner quick lace and an outer quick lace, but once you do it a couple of times, it's pretty simple. It's pretty similar to the Burton Speed Zone system, but you just have to slide a lever to lock it. So I've never really had any issues with the laces getting tangled, and yeah, it works pretty well.
And Cole Redder says, "Come on, let's get them to 200 likes." Yeah, let's go, guys.
Let's get it, guys.
180 or how many? 134. Let's do it. All right, and Matthew says, did y'all hear about the Epic Pass for Japan? Yeah. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah, that's great. I feel like it's just going to bring more people to this valley. Lots of terrain here, lots of resorts. So I feel like you don't want to come maybe in the busiest times, but most of the season, I feel like you're not going to be waiting lists too long. So yeah, bring on more people.
It's a beautiful place. So yeah, hope that brings more people here to check it out.
Thomas Crawford with the super chat. Thanks, Thomas. What do you think of the number of Never Summer? My favorite brand of board. Looking forward to more board reviews for their boards. TJ, what do you think of Never Summer?
Yeah, I think Never Summer's a quality brand. You know, they really construct their boards very well. They're a higher quality brand. I think that's reflected in their price point as well. But all their boards are going to be rocker dominant, so that's something to consider. They're all hybrid boards with rocker camber.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, they're really solid. They're all going to have like Vario power grip side cut to help a little bit on ice. They're good, man. Yeah, I would recommend it if that's the style of board you're looking for.
Yeah, we were just talking to our friend Rusty here, who's an instructor, and he was talking about how Never Summer has been really durable for him over the years. If he like rides over something or hits his edge, they don't take damage very easily. They're really tough boards.
Yeah.
So that's I feel like that's their reputation. Do you guys want to like cruise onto the chairlift? We can take this live stream on the go.
Let's do it. It looks like, oh yeah, the double's still running. All right, yeah, let's get over there.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna take you. Oh, are we at 200? Almost. All right, so we're gonna continue on. We're gonna keep talking to you guys here, but we're just gonna change locations. Gonna strap up, put my helmet on. I saw, so Ethan asked, when are you guys, what resort are you going to be at Mount Hood? So we're going to be at Timberline, and we're going to be there in June, third week of June with the High Cascades snowboard camp. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Oh, this is hard. Strapping up your helmet with one hand is difficult.
For a sec.
Thanks, man. All right, sweet, perfect. Tips for the T-bar from Ethan Smith. Yeah, practice your 1 foot riding ahead of time. So just do some 1 foot skating, find a hill, practice lots and lots of 1 foot, because when you're on that T-bar, you've got 1 foot in and it's just kind of dragging you. So, and watch other people do it ahead of time as well. Watching other people will definitely help you to just get an idea of where to stand and how quickly that chair is going to come around.
I got a tip for the T-bar.
TJ's got a tip for the T-bar.
So I think if you're the biggest tip I could give you is to kind of do a couple of steps into it as that handle is coming up to you, and that'll make sure it doesn't just hit you and catch you off guard so you fall over. I think that helps a lot.
Good tip. All right, guys, I'm just going to quickly strap up my board here, and then we're going to head over to the next chair. Oh. I think it's 1 foot the whole way. All right, guys, so we're just gonna quickly cruise over to the chairlift, then we'll get back onto some questions. What do you guys think? Should I have it this way, turn the camera around? I'll give you guys a quick view. Thanks, man. If you guys are tuning in late to this live chat, we're here in Sagake Mountain in Hakuba, Japan. We've been snowboarding in Japan all week. This is our last day of snowboarding in Japan, then we're going to Tokyo tomorrow. About to get on the chair. TJ, where are you going? What? Oh! Sorry, man. I thought you were going too far. All right. Sorry about the wind, guys. Oh, it's windy.
Try to shield it.
Ding dong. Oh, wow. It's super windy up here, guys. Sorry. Kevin LePage, how old were you guys when you started snowboarding? I think I was like 15 or 14.
I was 10 years old.
10?
But yeah, for the first 8 years of my snowboarding, I only went like 5 to 10 times a year. So when I was 18 was when I got my first season pass.
And Alex wants to know how long have we known each other for? I think we've known each other for like
almost 6 years now. I think 5 years at least.
5 years. And Nancy Lau, what do you carry in your backpack? Well, today, because it's like a spring day and it's so warm out here and kind of like spring conditions, we just got some like extra layers.
We overlayered this morning, yeah. Yeah,
so you guys see I'm like in my t-shirt today, and it's because I've taken off my 3 other layers. and some water as well. So Lauda 9, is TJ single?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, what's up? And I see that Sunglass Rob is on the live chat. What's up, Sunglass Rob?
Hey, Rob. Hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, the whole SportRx crew. Got to catch up with those guys again soon. And yeah, awesome, Rob. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Yeah, shout out SportRx. Yeah, if you guys are looking for goggles or prescription inserts, check them out. Code Snowboardprocamp10, get you 10% off through those guys.
Yeah. And Sam Child says it's vegan. I'm not sure what that means.
Kevin's vegan.
Boot, help.
Oh man, yeah. So like, not sure what boot you have, but you could look at getting kind of like J-bar foam insert to put in there at your local ski or snowboard shop. Honestly, for that type of stuff, it doesn't hurt to go to an actual ski shop. A lot of the stuff that they do for ski boots can help you out with your snowboard boot, but you know, basically you're going to be looking at like putting shims under your insole, maybe getting like a drop-in insole or like some J-bars, all that type of stuff to try to keep your heel in place.
Yeah, basically, if you don't want to buy new boots, you can, take them into a boot fitter and they can help fit your boots better.
Yeah, go see a boot fitter.
Oakley versus Smith goggles.
Ooh.
I personally like Oakley better.
I prefer Oakley. Smith definitely makes some good stuff, and they have some nice lower price point stuff, which is cool. And a lot of their goggles come with 2 lenses. But as far as quality, and my personal favorite, I definitely think Oakley.
And Ian Iyer says, how stiff is the T-Rise Pro? I think it's like a 6 out of 10, or maybe a 5. It's pretty easy to butter. It's got that rocker shape, but there's still lots of pop in it for ollies and things.
Yeah, I think for me, because I'm a little bit lighter than Kevin, and we rode like a similar size, I felt that it was just a little bit stiffer, so that you got to factor that into it as well.
And Simi, will you be coming to Perisher, Australia? Yeah, I would like to go there in August.
That's the plan.
Well, this is a good one. So Summer Hollingsworth, how do you deal with foot fatigue? I feel like one way is to, don't leave your feet in your boots for too long. So we've been actually bringing our shoes to the resort so that we can wear our shoes to the mountain. As soon as we're done, put our shoes on. And then the other thing I've been doing as well is I've been keeping the bottom half of my boots loose so that they're not like squishing my feet too much.
Yeah, I found honestly the thing that wears my feet out the most is walking around in my snowboard boots. So if you can avoid that, that helps. And here in Japan, they got the foot-on sense, so you can always do that at the end of the day and help relieve that foot pain.
All right. Great. Thanks for all your questions, guys. We got over 181 likes. Let's get to 200 likes, guys.
More, guys. I see we got 200 people here. We can do it.
Yeah, sick. And how do you quadruple cork? You got to get on a trampoline.
Yeah,
become a gymnast.
Study Mac Perot.
How often do you guys board throughout the year? Try to go over 100 days.
Yeah, that's my goal this year. My goal at the beginning of the year was 100 days and 1 million vertical feet.
All right, guys, we're just about to get off. We got to get a good push off this lift because it smacks you. Let's get a good push, man.
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, made it. All right, made it off the lift. Made it. Woo. Ryan Schulmer, is Whistler the best place to visit? It's one of the best. It's up there. There's lots of great places to go. Kind of just depends on what you're looking for, your routing style. The one drawback from Whistler is a bit expensive, and it can be super busy. But it's busy for a reason too. So
True. This is true.
lots of options out there. All right, guys, should we do like a speed round? You guys want to help me do a speed round?
All right, yeah.
Bo, you in for a speed round?
So quick answers, just get through as many questions as possible.
All right, speed round, guys. We're gonna get to a bunch of questions here. Views are great. Yes. Summer Wilson, what is the rotation of a cork? I'm trying to. Uh-oh.
He's answering the question.
If you guys can hear me, what is the rotation of a cork? I say get it down on a trampoline first.
Little off axis, yeah, dip the shoulder.
Emilian Popov, any tips for frontside threes? Yeah, pop it straight up into the air.
Lead with your head, look all the way around.
Yeah, head then shoulders, and then you want to spot your landing. Just go big enough to get the whole thing.
Riley Fisher, how do you learn backflips on a trampoline?
Practice a bunch, yeah. Jumping into water. You got to get the practice in. Off snow.
Ethan Smith, I feel like a good beginner board would be an old Palmer. Cool.
I disagree. No, that's going to be super stiff and camber and make it way hard for you to learn.
Whoa. And Yeti says spring is here. It is. How do I train before I hit the snow? From Lucky Legend.
Skateboarding.
I thought Bo would throw one out there.
How do you train? Yeah, so just like any sport, right? You wanna get in shape and probably hit the gym. You wanna focus on mobility and things like that, especially for snowboarding and leg strength.
Nice. What's your favorite rider and worst?
Favorite rider, Haldor.
I'd say Haldor for sure. Maybe
don't know.
Seb Toots.
Seb
Toots just
Seb-
got a
Seb
goal
Toots is
too.
up there,
Seb
yeah.
Toots. Seb Toots.
I've never thought about who the worst is. That's just, why would I do that?
Nah. And Nancy Lau with the super chat. Powderboard Reco for hubby. He rides Custom X.
Ooh.
If he likes Burton, you can go for the Burton Fish.
Spring break catamaran.
Any Karua shapes boards, those things so surfy and they ride powder really well.
Yeah, get him a surf shape. Have you ever gotten hurt? Definitely. It sucks. So Andy says my favorite rider is TJ.
Aw, thanks, Andy.
That's pretty cool.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
And I would 9 salmon or tuna sashimi.
Tuna.
And Sam says, is that TJ's boyfriend? Oh, snap.
Throwing shade, man. I've known Bo for years. It's my homie from college. Love
And
this guy.
not that there's anything wrong with
But no
that.
homo.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Logan makes music. Have you broken a board snowboarding? Bo has. You've broken a board, right?
Plenty of boards.
I've broken a few boards.
All right. And what else we got going on here? 225 likes. Oh, thank you guys. That's amazing. And what about bones? Oh, broken bones?
Yeah, too many.
Ribs, fingers.
Ribs.
Fingers, hands, nose,
Nose,
arm,
yeah.
ankle.
Broke
Oh,
my
God.
foot, yeah.
Try to avoid that.
And Jack Wu, War Pig versus Huck Knife.
Way different, man.
Totally different boards.
Yeah.
Can't compare. That's like apples and oranges. Oh, somebody said, did you break your nose?
I did.
Yeah.
In 2 places.
It was gnarly.
And
And
then-
photo.
Oh yeah, Bo was there. That's actually his photo of me on his phone every time I call, because he's
Jerk.
yeah.
And tips for learning tame dogs. Yeah, definitely check out TJ's video he made for learning tame dogs.
Pop off that front of the nose, extend the leg, and tuck.
Trampoline it up. And
Tramp
then
first.
Jordan Paradise, do you have Snowboardprocamp merch? Yeah, check out the website. It's www.snowboardprocamp.com. I think it's just / merch, but you can just check out the website. Got a bunch of stuff there, t-shirts, hoodies. TJ also has some merch.
Yep, yeah,
Board
so-
Archive merch.
Boardarchive.com/shop if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, that's the best way. And yeah, it helps us support the channel. And yeah, thank you guys for coming along, for being on here.
Yeah, any of you guys that do get some merch, tag us on Instagram, and maybe you'll get a repost.
Yeah, Instagram. So Snowboard Procamp on Instagram, Board Archive on Instagram, Bo Pollard on Instagram. Awesome, guys. I think we have another super chat too. Okay. So from Tyson Smith, thanks for the super chat, Tyson. Do you know any good kids boards about 135?
Ooh, I know LibTech makes some good kids boards. Burton has some options as well. But honestly, your kid's going to be growing pretty quickly as well. So I would just get something that stands out to him that he would be stoked to ride.
Yeah, get
her.
something that looks fun. I'd say that's a good bet.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live chat today. Our last day here in Japan, in Hakuba. And we're going to go find some trees, ride some powder. Thanks, guys, for being in the live chat today.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Later.